If you've ever had the good fortune to wander into Tootsie's or Robert's or just listen to a busker on Lower Broad, then you know Nashville may hold more musical talent per square foot than anywhere outside of the Carnegie Hall stage. Lured by the kind of Star-is-Born plot lines we see in ABC's Nashville, dreamers unload their guitar cases there on a daily basis. But what does it really take to make it in Music City? ABC's Juju Chang met one rising star who is risking everything for one big shot.
As you can see, this is amazing.
We're backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, just moments away from showtime.
Oh, yay!
With two of country music's most unlikely new stars.
Do you still get nervous?
Yeah.
The big red curtain goes up on the Tuesday Night Opry.
It's 9 o'clock on a school night, but for Lennon and Maisie Stella, it's time to go to work with Mom and Dad as their entourage.
And they hail originally from Ontario, Canada. Would you welcome Lennon and Maisie?
Their cover of the Lumineers' hit is the most viewed Opry video this year.
I mean, we always knew that they were ridiculously talented, but I didn't think I'd be dealing with it this early.
You left your troubles in my head, in my head.
The 14 and 9-year-old sisters take center stage as the youngest stars of TV's Nashville.
They're amazing.
It's so awesome. It really happened so quick. You know, it's been such a blessing.
My eyes, like a telescope.
An overnight success, thanks to a show that makes being discovered look so easy.
I'll make you a deal. You get 3 songs together, I'll cut the demo for you myself.
Oh.
That's amazing, Mr. White.
Just another picture to burn.
Add to that country megastars like Taylor Swift, who are fanning the flames, drawing a new generation of young hopefuls to the Music City.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Nashville.
To find out what lures them, we spent a week in Nashville, meeting kids filling casting calls,
Come right in.
lining up,
And on the mark.
dreaming of stardom.
Let's hear you.
Not going nowhere.
Either a rock star or a degree in musical theater.
Willing to do just about anything
I can whistle.
to sacrifice even their childhood for a long-shot chance at fame and fortune.
And Miley, when she was much younger, before she went to LA, when she was
Miley Cyrus.
That's Miley Cyrus, and her sister Noah.
Wow.
Also came through auditioning as well as taking a class here.
Casting coach Regina Moore has her eye on a new talent, an eager teenager chasing fame.
My name is Annalise Morelli, and I'm a 17-year-old aspiring country music singer.
She's left her family and her childhood friends behind, hoping to be Nashville's next breakout star. We meet up with her just 24 hours before a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I haven't seen her in a year, and I know she's been working really hard at it. So
And what will you be looking for?
I want to see how she seems to be coming across performance-wise, but I want to see where her confidence level is too, because that's key.
She was as single as a song on the radio. A diamond in the rough, hidden in the cold.
Wow, yes, she's so much more comfortable performing. It's amazing. You've blossomed a lot.
Thank you. This is where dreams come true.
To help her chase those dreams, Mom quit her own job and left her husband and their other daughter back in South Carolina.
It is tough, and I have to say the first year was horrible. She can tell you I cried every time we'd leave South Carolina.
Together, they moved here to Nashville, renting a tiny apartment over a friend's garage.
This is our bedroom. We call it the famous house. Everybody that's lived here at some point has gotten a record deal.
Now, a lucky break she thinks might get her there. Thanks to a songwriting friend, she's landed a gig at Nashville's Bluebird Cafe, and it's less than 5 hours away.
So tonight, the Bluebird is an opportunity.
A very big opportunity because she has no idea who may walk in off the street that's a producer, a writer, whoever.
It's the legendary club where Garth Brooks was discovered.
Hey y'all, I'm Taylor, and I just moved here about 6 months ago, and this is my first time playing at the Bluebird.
And where a 14-year-old unknown named Taylor Swift landed her first record deal.
I'll keep writing songs about you.
The nightclub is so key to the Nashville storyline that the TV show has painstakingly recreated the real cafe on this soundstage.
They're the exact same. They're like the scratches, are like the exact same.
Lennon and Maisie know firsthand what it's like to be discovered thanks to the Bluebird.
We came up one night and just performed a song or something, and someone was just videotaping it, and someone posted it. Just like how that happens.
And thank God for that person.
Yes.
Are you nervous? I'd be so nervous.
That performance helped land them their roles on the TV show.
Come on. Dad.
Real pictures of you on the fake set. This is great.
Back in the real Nashville, we're just hours away from Annalise's big debut at the Bluebird.
I know it's your bad days, mistakes, heartaches, they're all about.
She plays us her favorite song, one she's written and plans to perform, hoping to set herself apart from the crowd.
I mean, there's millions of people here, tons of talent. Why should it be you?
I believe in what I do so much. There's not another Annalise Morelli.
And I hope she gets signed tomorrow night at the Bluebird.
Even though Mom knows the odds are astronomical, her expectations are still running high.
I would love nothing more.
What makes you emotional?
The work that goes into that.
A lot of sacrifice.
A lot of work. A lot of work. And it's not like college. It's not like they could go to school and become a doctor and if your grades are good and you've done what you're supposed to do, they get to become a doctor. This is real.
And do you ever feel pressure that here's your mom making such sacrifices, here's your family being sort of in two different cities, in two different states, as you're pursuing your dream? Does that feel like added pressure to you?
It definitely feels like a weight has been added, but I know that if they didn't believe in me, that they wouldn't have done it.
If you sing better than Aretha Franklin and, Adele and whoever, that doesn't mean you're going to be famous. If you somehow end up in the right room on the right night with the right song and they're drinking the right Coca-Cola, they might go, she's got some, or he's got some.
Still a lottery ticket.
It's timing.
With or without you.
Eric Pasley knows a thing or two about timing. He's spent a decade writing songs and chasing fame in this town. He's turned his professional heartaches into a hit song for Eli Young Band.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee.
And now he's the one doing the singing.
Eric Pasley right now, Friday night, The Bobby Bones Show.
His catchy tune, Friday Night, recently began climbing the charts.
It's weird that you're a new artist, though, right? Because you've been around and you've been writing all these songs for people.
It might take 10 years, it might take one night. Call my number so
Eric invites us into the studio as he and his fellow songwriters try to conjure up the next big hit.
That's the truth. The Bluebird Cafe on a Sunday night, just a line out the door, and they give you a number. And usually they didn't have room for a random person to play, but if you come back with a stamp, you get to play that night. They called my number. There you go.
It's a great verse. It's really good.
But I sang, so I closed my eyes. My hands were shaking, so I closed my eyes. My hands were shaking, so I closed my eyes. Music time, the world goes round, a song. Yeah.
Welcome to the Bluebird.
Hey.
Later that night, we're just minutes from Annalise taking the stage.
It's all laid out in the scheme of things.
And suddenly, she spots a face in the crowd and realizes the stakes truly could not be higher. A VIP guest who could change everything.
Thank you.
The record mogul who signed Taylor Swift in this very room is staying to see the show. He came to talk to us about his incredible discovery.
Where were you sitting?
I can't believe you did it again.
She was really born to do this. It's so cute to look back at those earlier days. She was like a charging ball.
Scott Borchetta is a music industry heavyweight who has the power to make Annalise a star. As CEO of Big Machine, he built an entire record label with artists like Reba and Tim McGraw. But the crown jewel of his empire came from this tiny cafe where he signed a young Taylor Swift.
How high are the odds stacked against people who come to this town in search of their dreams?
Everybody's not going to make it. There's no way. So
It's a cruel business.
It is.
It brings me great joy to bring up my friend and a fantastic new artist. She's going to sing for you, Annalise Morelli.
So can I hear y'all holler a little bit? I said, hey, Nashville! And I got your missed calls. Baby, I swear I've heard it all. Save it, 'cause I got you figured out. Give me some.
This is Annalise Morelli, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for having me up.
There's so much experience that she needs to go and gain. And that's one of her favorite songs. She's got a lot to do to work on her song sense. And
Why are you looking at me? That's you.
she's not ready. Yeah.
Actually, Bridget,
If you're going to get this chance, you bring the best that you've got. If that's the best, she's not ready.
the whole town told me you.
There will be no record deal tonight. And before the night's over for Annalise, Nashville shows once again that overnight success does not come easy.
In a music town, you pray they all sing along.
There's no plan B for me because if there was, I would run to it, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to sacrifice anything that could happen because I felt down one day.
Don't you give up, 'cause you never know when those lines will fall off your lips.
It's not necessarily all about fame and fortune to me. I could be doing this level for the rest of my life and I'd be okay. Everything about what I want to do is right in front of me.
Make or break it, give or take it, you're almost famous now in a music town.
For Nightline, I'm Juju Chang in Nashville, Tennessee.